Like you bring me here for tell me business. I think I could find my way back home. No mind a little blind. Hi.
Not yet, Granny.
Oh.
Just now. Welcome to yet another episode of On Air with Murray. But today it will not just be Murray. It will be who else? This is the part you're supposed to introduce yourself.
Oh, hello.
Let me try it again.
Quiet on the set.
Roll sound.
Rolling.
Sound production, take 2.
Welcome to yet another episode of On Air with Murray. But today I'm not alone. I'm with...
Daphne Scott Jackman. Mistress Daphne Scott Jackman.
Get it correct.
Mistress Daphne Scott Jackman.
And who are you?
Well, I'm supposed to be Mr. Murray's grandmother.
How are you so sure?
Well, my son said when he brought the little boy and left him on the step, he said, "This is your grandson." And I accepted him from then until now. He's giving me a hard time, but I'm taking it.
How am I giving you a hard time?
Yes, you are. All through school, I was there with him all the time.
Oh, so I invited you on air with me for us to talk about Guyanese traditional Christmas. Tell me, what was Christmas like in your home growing up as a child?
Well, in my home growing up as a child, we had what y'all don't have now. That's breaking up home and cleaning, your cobwebbing, and you put away decorations and your fairy lights, and so we separated 1 week before Christmas. When Christmas came, my mother, she was a Psalm Adventist, but she believed in the Christmas tradition. So we had to be involved in so much of Christmas. Our times were very happy. It was 6 of us, a big brother. I was the third of the 6. So you know, and I wasn't, well, what am I say, happy at times and not so happy when it came to Christmas, because you got the butter to cream and to help with the whipping of the eggs and the baking of the cake, but it was fun. It was fun. And when I became an adult, got married, had my children, I keep them the same way, brought them up the same way, paying much attention to Christmas. But remember, you got to go to church. You had to be in church. But it was good. So Mark Murray know all about Christmas and church, and Christmas Eve night you gone to church, and it was good. And he might tell you something different, but I know that is how I tried to train himself and others. There are many. He is only how much? I don't know. I can't count of the grandchildren, but there are many.
Isn't that 27 or something about?
More about that. But right now, God has blessed me so much that I've got a great-grand and a great-great-grand. So,
Alright, hold on. I'm playing past it.
A few moments later.
How would you compare Christmas back then to Christmas now?
well, Christmas back then, you had a lot of carols singing and things like that in British Guyana until we became an independent country. But it was good. Christmas was always, for us, a welcome time in my life, in the life of my friends. Yes, my dear. What more you want to find out?
All right. So, Christmas, what does that mean to you? And when you hear the word family, what comes to your mind?
Christmas is a well established word. Many of us take Christmas just to shop to clean curtains, to, you know. But Christmas, when we look at it and we go back to Bible days, the birth of Christ, many don't pay much attention to that. I wouldn't say everybody in these days, but many just take it as another Christmas. Up to this morning, I was listening to a service where the young lady was saying Christmas is just another day, and you party and that's it with Christmas. But then, like how I trained Mark and others, they had to be involved in church life where Christmas is concerned. They just couldn't take Christmas as another day drinking rum, drinking, partying. No. Yes, I allowed them to party. Yes, I allowed them to go visiting with their friends and so. But they had to remember there is a time for worship. There is a time to remember the Creator. Without Him, we would not have had all that we've got now. You would find that some have a large family. My family wasn't a very large family before I got my grandchildren, and so I've had 6 children, 4 girls, 2 boys, and it was good to have a family. I worked for a time with the Catholic people, the nuns. Where is the Canadian Embassy now? That's where the nuns, Sisters of Mercy used to be. I worked with them for a while, and I can say that they are, I don't know if they still is, devoted to the Christmas season. The nuns, they were always in tune with family. I remember, even though we were working and we were getting a salary and they always made, we call it a hamper, they call it a charity basket, where you would get every little thing that they have at Christmas. They make a basket for you, the workers. And Christmas Eve day, you would get your hamper, your Christmas gift they call it, and with an envelope. They never give you just a basket. They give you an envelope. Then you got one home, you're surprised to see that is not your salary. That is your Christmas gift from the nuns to the workers.
So I know, growing up with you and being around you for how many years?
You must know.
I must know.
How old you be?
Yeah. Things weren't always the best. We didn't have it all, but around Christmas time, you would make the special effort. Share with me. I don't think I ever asked you this. Like, how did you make it happen?
Because when he looked around and see other children, at first other children with toys and so on, he hadn't any. It used to have him feeling kind of left out. And that is when I told him, you have got to grow with a contented mind, a contented spirit. God is going to bless us, and you're going to get what other children have. A drum, a ball, whatever. God is going to bless you, and you're going to have those things. And we had an understanding, myself and him, become along.
Right there, so you could talk to me. You could say you It's like him,
You know?
like in there.
Oh.
You talking my name.
Talk.
That right there.
I hearing that I say I talking his name, but I ain't talking his name. I'm talking his name for the whole world here how we stay.
Oh, no, she didn't.
Till day like today, like those little things, as it might seem like bad things back then, but it molded me and it built my character. And if I never told you this, well, I will tell you publicly. Thank you very much. Even though I remember getting beat with the wet cloth when I went to the shop for buy 10 roll, I come swinging with the 10 rolls in my hand, and you asked me if there's how I went to the shop, and you whooped my ass with the wet cloth.
I did, because I always said it and the others knew it, but they had it in their mind because he was a small one. I am spoiling him, but it's not that I was spoiling him. It's just that he had to learn the hard way, and the hard way was that don't be commonplace. If you go into the shop for a box of matches, make certain that you have a bag or something to put it in. The next person mustn't know what you went to the shop for, other than who was in the shop and who sold you the matches. And I remembered he wasn't the only one. Another granddaughter, she thought that she could have gotten away with it. Send her and she buy, like him, a tennis roll and coming down the road with it. And when she got, I said, "That's how you went?" "Yes." And when I turned, he got the wet cloth, but she got the cane. And she decided to run back down the step and round the yard, and she thought that I would not have run behind her, and I did it. I showed her that she had to understand what it is to be close in life. Not everything about you persons must know.